Hello, and welcome to the Southern Belle NOLA channel. I'm your hostess, Southern Belle, and this is the Saturday edition of Bargains. Thank you all so much for being here. I really appreciate it. I always say your presence is my present, and we are going to have a great auction tonight. Everything you buy tonight will get combined with the Sunday snack sale and the Monday night bargains by Belle. And it will all go into one invoice and one box or bag, depending on what you buy and the size. And it will be packed and invoiced on Wednesday, Thursday. So, without further ado, let me go ahead and bring up my co host tonight, Kitty, Mr. Hedgehog. Welcome, Miss Kitty. Oh no, did we lose Kitty?
Hello.
Hello.
Hi. Hello,
Somehow
everybody. Is it okay? Do
okay.
I sound
I'm
okay?
sorry, for a second you had a duplicate join the account. All right. Well, how is life? How are you? You sound upbeat and chipper as always.
Well, I'm doing fine. I'm doing just great. Excited to be here
Because
tonight.
after all, God is good all the time, right?
That's right. That's right. I'm happy to be here and I'm looking forward to a good time.
Woohoo! Okay. Well, to anybody new who is watching, we're going to say our individual hellos, but I want y'all to go ahead and click the thumbs up. Also, click the share button and share me out on your YouTube community page, on your Facebook, on your Instagram, on all your Discords, including mine. My Discord link is in the description. Um, and if you would, if you're not already registered and you think you might possibly want to buy something tonight, then my email is in the corner of the screen. Go ahead and send me an email registration. Let me know your YouTube name, your real name, and your shipping address. That way I know where to send the bill and where to send the items you win. Once you've done that, you can bid. And the way you bid in my auction is in numbers. That way I have a legal representation that you know how much you were going to be charged on your invoice, because you do have to pay for absolutely everything you bid on. All sales are final. All items are as is and where is. The only time you can retract is during an auction. You must be 18 years of age or older to bid. I do not cancel invoices at all, ever, for any reason. You simply have to bid responsibly and pay for what you bid on. The methods of payment are a choice of Zelle or PayPal. The method of shipping is a pirate ship. And if anybody has any questions about registration, about bidding, about payment or shipping, you feel free to ask them in the chat. In the meanwhile, I'm going to scroll up, and Kitty and I want to greet everybody personally. But I do want to make sure y'all see this pinned announcement, which we have at every Saturday sale. Who wants to save money on snacks and food?
Oh, well, not me, of course. We just, if I was smoking or,
Well,
light a cigar with a $100 bill, yeehaw.
well, the way you can save on snacks is up until midnight tonight. If you choose to order or reorder any snacks, you can put it in the chat. You get them for the starting bid price. So, as an example, if you want a Nopper, put Knoppers times the number you want. You get them for $1 in the chat. Tomorrow, they'll probably get bid up to $1.25, $1.50. You don't know how high. So lots of your favorite items sometimes get bid up on the Sunday snack sale. But if you order it tonight in the chat, which is called pre-ordering, therefore you automatically get all those items at the starting bid price. So you can save yourself some money, and you also save yourself the headache, the worry, the pressure of having to bid.
That sounds wonderful. And then you don't have to worry.
Okay.
Of course, we'd love to see you tomorrow, but everyone has a life, and sometimes it just doesn't make it. And that way, you can get your goodies and eat them too.
Well, and come to both. So, because I'm going to have a lot of new things that you've never seen before. I have some beautiful fall towels. I have some Korean barbecue. I have some pink lemonade licorice. So, do your reordering tonight and save money, and then come to the live auction and see the new stuff you didn't even know existed. So, come to both. But let's start our individual hellos. We've got teenager, Miss Shelby. Hello, Shelby.
Hi, Shelby. Good to see you.
Next, we have Crochet Queen Kathy. Hi, CQ.
Hi, CQ. Any new stitches? You have me in stitches all the time.
I love her uploads on the Discord. She makes some amazing custom made pieces, and she takes orders and takes requests and has really reasonable prices. Next, I see the blingiest of the blingy. Hi, Deb.
Blingy, blingy, blingy. It's my beautiful blingy.
Next, we have I See You. Hello, hello, I See You.
Hello, I see you. How are you?
We hope you're feeling better.
Yes, definitely.
We're so glad you were here. Mm-hmm. Next, running our chat tonight, we have Nance, whose name is Nancy Smith. So everybody make sure to call her Nancy.
Oh, I'm so glad you're here, Nancy. So glad. Running the chat is one of the most important things, and we're so blessed to have you.
Yes, she is such a blessing. Now, here is a new name in our chat. She's actually been here before, back in April, but she changed her name. And we've been typing back and forth in emails. And then she joined the Discord, and a lot of y'all have friended her. If you haven't, go ahead and friend her. This is Kentucky Wife Life, and she likes to be called Heather. So, everybody say hello to Miss Heather.
Hello, Heather. It's a pleasure to meet you. I love that name. It always reminds me of sweet smells and lots of beautiful bees, even though, I don't want to get stung by them, but they're gorgeous. So welcome in, and please remember to friend me on Discord. It's
And
Kitty.
one of the things I love about putting anybody and everybody's state name as part of your YouTube identity is anytime you're telling a story about the wildlife or the weather or the flora or the fauna, and people are like, I don't mean to upset you, but would it be okay if I maybe asked where you're from? You know, you never have that problem when somebody has their state in the title. If anything, you're going to get questions like, have you ever been to the Derby? Is your grass blue? Is your neighbor's grass blue? Um, those kind of things. So I love that because it gives you something to
Have you
start
ever
talking to people about in order to make friends and relationships.
Yes, that sounds. I would love, love, love to visit Kentucky, especially during the fall. Oh, that just sounds so gorgeous.
Next, we have Jocelyn Josisi. Welcome, welcome. I am so glad you were here.
Hi, Jocelyn. Long time no see, honey. Love, 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 love to see you.
And ICU is not going to take the chance of some of her favorite items being bid up. So look right here. She is already placing an order for moon pies. She needs chocolate, lemon. Oops, I'm sold out of the lemon. Banana and strawberry, one each. Okay, thank you so much for kicking off the ordering. And Heather is looking forward to seeing what this new pink lemonade licorice is about. I'm so excited to debut that new product. I will tell you, it's one of those fancy Australian licorices, and it's a family size bag. It's not the little 3 ounce individual bags. So I just found it this morning.
And Nancy would like to know if you have any strawberry shortcake moon pies.
I am going to have to look. I'll be looking for you. I'll be looking for ICU. I do not have them sitting in my kitchen right now. I have chocolate and I have banana. Um, but I'm going to check with my supplier now that I know y'all are interested and see if I can find, wrangle, order some. So this is another great thing about pre-ordering, because then when I see that y'all are ordering for me, I know what to order from my suppliers. So it helps us all. Now, before we get started, I want to make a couple of announcements. Kitty, do you know what tomorrow is? Or should I tell everybody? Oh no, did we lose Kitty? Oh no, I didn't think I was asking the hard questions. Well, while we try to get Kitty back, I'm just going to tell y'all. I've been on YouTube a long time, even though I still have a small auction, but I just keep on keeping on. And tomorrow is going to be my 800th broadcast.
Wow. 800. I cannot imagine 800. That is.
Well, it
Yay,
represents years and
800.
years of my life, years and years of hard work, years and years of growing this until it became a profession for me. So we're going to have some specials tomorrow. It's going to be a celebration. Mr. Craig Wolf is also going to give away a cyber Bell Buck gift card to be spent during the auction. So y'all make sure and tune in promptly. You never know, you might win his cyber bell bucks for you to spend during the auction. So that will be fun too. I'm going to have a special buying opportunity in honor of the 800. So y'all make sure and tune in for that. I am super duper excited. And it just shows that sometimes when you put one foot in front of the other, one broadcast after another, slowly but surely, they add up. And I attribute it all to the grace of God. Well, I say, laissez le bon temps rouler. Let the good times roll. Roll in your life, roll in your heart, roll in your soul. Roll on and on and on. And we're going to get started tonight with a fun round we call Belle's Bargain Bonanza. And in this round, everything is going to start with just a $1 bit. Now, some of y'all may be saying, I see a lot of wood craftsy stuff. This kind of looks like stuff that should have been at your craft pop-up on Thursday. And if you are that viewer, then I say good eye. It is. You never know how many hours of auction you're going to do, and I never get a chance to show everything I have laid out. So if I had gone another hour, this would have been my next $1 round. So I thought, some of these things are craftsy, but some of these things you could use as is. So I thought I'm just going to use this as my $1 round tonight. There will be other $1 rounds of different genres. It's not all going to be crafts. I'll have a few craft things tonight, but I'll also have some vintage stuffed animals, have some beautiful garden hats, some pool items, autumn and August items, necklaces, rings, decor. I have some fabric, wallets, and you can always request what you want. And if I don't have it sitting out, I'll just go fetch it real quick because Kitty is so adept at this. She can sell what I have on the auction block while I go to grab what you've requested. And we love requests here on Southern Belle Nola, don't we, Miss Kitty?
That's right. And
Okay,
make sure that
go
you remember that it's okay for you to go walk the dog once in a while.
ahead. Okay. In the back, we have some wooden cutouts. So let me show you. These are nice thick pieces of wood, and they
That's
are
right.
all ready for you to stain them or varnish them. You could paint them. You could glaze them, decoupage them, sticker them. It does have a little hanger here. You take this off. This just came from the craft store I bought these from. The next opportunity is this little wooden owl. How cute is it? Next, I have some of these wooden barn shapes, or they could be schoolhouse shapes, church or cathedral shapes. These are even a thicker wood. So we have one with a black top on it, and this one's just
Belle,
natural.
I don't
Then
know if you can hear
just
me, but I've lost
I can hear you.
my your voice. So I need to go back out and come back in again. So I will be right
Okay, we'll
back.
see you when you get back. And if not, we'll have Craig swap in. I don't think I've seen Craig in the chat yet. All right, the very next item, these are all wooden beads. These wooden beads happen to be natural and black. And then there's this galvanized piece to it. And these are new with tags. These are in a little loop. If you wanted to use this as a keychain, you could. If you wanted to use this to hang from a doorknob, really, you could probably even use it as an ornament. This one I think would look so great with a sticker here, or maybe with an initial or a monogram. I also think that these might be cute around a bottle. Now, I have a bottle of water because I'm a teetotaler, but just imagine this around your bottle of olive oil or balsamic vinaigrette, or if you happen to be an adult beverage drinker. Although I try to keep my chat family friendly, so that's why I'm suggesting other family friendly uses for it, but it would be beautiful hanging on a bottle.
That sounds wonderful. That's one thing I never thought about is hanging around a bottle. Now I have seen some.
Next,
Oh, go ahead. I'm sorry.
so it's okay. Next, I have these strings of beads, and then at the bottom is a feather. And this does have a long hanger to it with jute. It once again could hang on all of those same things, swirled around a bottle or swirled around a wreath or some other craft item. These are similar, but this one, the leaf is brown, and this one, the leaf is black. And just like that, Diane is in for one. Everybody, welcome abnormally normal Miss Diane. Now,
Hi,
what was
Di.
your idea, Kitty? I almost called you crafty. Kitty?
Well, I have seen people, some people take the animals and cover in fabric or paper, like paper napkins or gift gift wrapping that they like. It doesn't matter, whatever you like. Mod Podge it on there. All the same, just the animals are different. Now with the
I love
flat.
that. And we're going to have fabric later in the auction.
Oh, with the flat pieces of wood, the little houses, I've seen people make a little ledge on the bottom and put for a tea light, whether it's
Oh,
an actual candle, or whether they use. I don't use candles. I like the uh, kind that have batteries in them, because I just find them safer. But whatever
I
floats your
understand.
boat.
And you could probably even add a picture to it if you wanted
Oh,
to,
yes. That would,
or maybe even combine this on this
oh,
and,
that's
make a little set, or, you could put some of these together.
that's
All right, we
beautiful.
have Diane at 1. We are looking for 125. Bid it up, 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 bid it up. Bid it up, bid it up, bid it up.
Well, I will raise it to 125.
Okay, I think in talking through all these ideas, sounds like Miss Kitty got herself inspired.
That's right. The feathers.
All right, let's see if Diane wants to come back at $1.50 or if she wants to go out.
You can always bid against me. I don't take it personally at all.
Some of these have duplicates, some do not.
Going twice. We are going twice. Going twice.
And if y'all haven't already clicked the thumbs up, go ahead. That helps me so much with the YouTube algorithm. Also, make sure you're in live chat, not that top chat, which will
Yes.
deceive you into thinking your own chat is at the top. Make sure that little red line at the bottom of the screen is pulled all the way forward. It always looks like it's forward, but sometimes if you have multiple windows open on your computer or you're using other apps, you can accidentally be a little behind.
Fair warning.
And just look at the detail in which those feathers are cut out. Here's a up close look. Look at the beautiful details.
Those are beautiful.
And even the back is beautiful because the black one has a back that has the white on it. Diane is in for $1.50.
All righty. I think on this one I'm gonna go out.
Okay. So we are sold to Diane for $1.50. We'll let Nancy put it in the chat while Diane picks which one or one she wants and what quantities. For anybody new who may be watching, the way you order here on Southern Belle Nola is you're going to pick your first item that you want to buy and then put the quantity, the second item and the quantity, third item and the quantity, so forth and so on until you've picked everything you wanted to pick. And then you're literally going to write the word DONE, done, in the chat. That way we know you're done picking. And if there might be any items left, we'll open those up to the chat. Well, hello, Craig. All hail our King Bellarino with the highest level of membership. Craig.
Woohoo! Hi, Craig. Welcome in.
And we also have ICU here. She is a queen ballerina again this month. So we've got two royals in the house. Whoop, whoop.
And Diane wants to know if you have any multiples of dog or owl.
I do. I do have multiples. Do you want me to dox myself and count them all out, or you want to just tell me how many you want?
So she has a
We don't have a lot of space to be counting things out, but I can count them out if you need me to. If you want to just throw out a number, that's probably easier.
She has a litter of dogs or I don't know what they call baby owls. Nesting of owls.
Flock?
I'm sorry?
Are they a flock? FLOCK?
They might be. I don't know.
Maybe we should ask Blingy. I think Blingy likes owls. Blingy, what do you call a group of owls, sweetheart?
Let me see.
I hope Diane is excited that I have multiples of both the dogs and the owl.
Let's see. Oh no, that's a shame, Craig, that you're having internet problems. I'm sorry. Let's see.
Well, if you think you might need somebody to fill in for you, maybe you should do some messaging on Discord. So Craig was slated to be the backup in case Kitty had internet issues or in case her husband, who has medical issues, needed her. So she's always so thoughtful enough to say, well, you need to have a backup just in case, because obviously health and family come first.
Knock on wood, so far so good.
If not, we will just always ask for a volunteer from the chat. But I have been messaging some other people about helping out.
It's always so fun to have a good group of friends. Okay. Nancy would like 2 dogs, 2 owls.
I think it's Diane. Here's 2 dogs for Diane.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Please forgive me on the names. 2 dogs.
Okay, here are 2 owls.
And a white feather.
All right, and here's the white feather. All right, let me put these in a little sack all together. All right, so then Kitty would have been our backup bidder. We're not out of anything yet. What can I get for you, Kitty?
Okay, does anybody else in the chat, would they like to go first?
Aw, so sweet. Okay, Kitty's going to open it up to the chat.
Oh, thank you, Craig. A group of owls is called a parliament.
I never would have guessed that. When I hear parliament, I think like UK government, British buildings. That's so interesting.
They are supposed to be very regal and smart, so that's probably why they did parliament.
Okay.
I love owls. Owls are so neat, especially those pretty snowy owls. Alrighty, so I don't see any takers right now, so I would like how many feathers do you have?
Okay. In addition to the ones on the screen, I have one more of the white black. So I have 4 total.
All right. I will take the 4 feathers.
Okay.
And I think I'm done for right now.
Okay, fantastic. All right, last call for everybody in the chat before I move all this to the side and we get started with the real auction. And y'all let me know what you'd like to start with. We have autumn and August. We have garden hats. We have vintage teddy bears. We have a few craft items. I have socks, necklaces, jewelry, agate slices. There's some hygiene items. We have a few what a shame items, wallets, so much good stuff for the hours and hours of auctions.
It's okay. Don't be shy. If you have something you'd love to look at first, speak up and Belle will make it happen.
Otherwise, I'll just surprise y'all, and that's fun too.
It sure
And
is.
anytime you request something, there's no pressure to buy because there's usually other people who wanted that same thing. They were just a little shy about requesting it. Well, since you were talking about the things you could do with fabric, let's start with some fabric. These fabrics are going to be $3 for choice, Miss Nancy. $3 for choice. And here they are. So this first one, and all of these are a 3-pack of fabric, by the way. So this first one has this kind of butcher farmhouse carnivore type material. Then it has home gather, and it has some black and white gingham. That's going to be your first choice. Second choice is a checkerboard, an astronaut print, and sneakers. So you don't have to see all of the choices before entering the three. Put a 3 in as soon as you see one worthy. Now, this one by my thumb is navy blue. Then we have a fun print with some teals, yellows, and oranges. And then we have a solid yellow. Next, I have a light blue tie-dye, a lavender, and a pretty print with some blues and lavenders. I don't know if these will stand up. Well, maybe they'll stand up. All right, next I have a black and white polka dot. I have a buffalo plaid and a white and black print with kind of some mandalas and some paisley. And last but not least, I've got a plaid that's on the diagonal, a cute little snowman, and some little snowflakes. Looking for $3 for these 3 packs of fabric.
I'm in for 3, Belle.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
Do we have anyone interested?
Any suggestions on what people could do with these?
Oh, let's see. Well, I was first of all thinking they would make, and I know this sounds a little wasteful, but I was actually thinking about like wrapping presents with the putting them in strips and using them instead of um, just regular old ties on presents.
Oh, I like that idea a lot. I was thinking maybe some kind of quilting type. Don't they use this kind of small fancy strips for quilting?
Yes, yes, these would make cute little squares for like maybe a crazy quilt, especially if you use all the black of one color, just all different types of black and white. That would make very cute with the red around the buffalo border. That would be a very cute idea.
These do say that they're 100% cotton.
To make sure and wash them beforehand.
So Kitty's in for 3. We're looking for 325. Anybody for 325? Otherwise, we're going to count this down and get to picking. And at the top of the hour, we're going to have another $1 round.
Yay! Remember, if anybody would like to request something, it doesn't matter. You don't have to wait. Uh-oh. And Craig says, "Oh no, I'm not going to be able to help. His power went out." Oh, that's okay, Craig. You don't need to worry about it. So far, so good. We're doing okay. Don't fret. Fair warning. Sold to me.
Some of these I have multiples, some of these I don't.
I would like the blue and yellow.
Okay, that would be this one, right?
Yes. And I'll take two of
Okay.
those. I'll take two of those, please.
Okay, here's 2 of them.
And if you have 2 of the red and white snowflakes.
Well, apparently Kitty's going to let it snow at her house, and that's mighty fun. A lot less cleanup to do when your snow is fabric.
Mm-hmm. And I think I'm done.
Okay, thank you, thank you.
Do we have any?
All right, well, open it to the chat.
Any other interest?
All right, well, let me move them aside. They'll still be available on the replay. Make sure you put your quantities when you order from the replay. All right, next I have this. This came from the Liquidator. This is one of those fancy handheld shower units, and it also comes with the hose. I'm going to start this one at $5. $5.
Oh my, that's a good price for those. That's a very good price.
Well, I only have one, and look at all the places where it's going to rain out on you. And this, I would think, would be great for people who don't like to get a lot of water in their eyes while trying to wash their hair, or maybe you're trying to just shave your legs and you want to sit on the side of the tub because you don't have a time to get a whole shower or a whole bath. You can just do your legs. Or, maybe you're just doing some kind of foot treatment and you could just use it on your feet. So,
all brilliant ideas.
I'm so sorry it's not in the box, but this is the way I bought it.
To be able to just focus that on a sore muscle.
Oh.
On your back or your shoulders or anything like that. So you don't have to, maybe you don't want to take a full shower. You just want to get that heat into your muscles. Oh, and we have from the fabric, ICU is in for a Christmas and a paisley.
Okay, let me grab those.
It's a
I
Christmas
believe
plaid.
it's these two, right? These two?
The plaid. Buffalo. Is that right? Is that right? I see you. Sorry for interrupting you, Belle.
No, I wanted to make sure so that I have the right ones. And it gave Nancy time to catch up. She just put in the shower head and the price. Okay. Thank thank you, thank you.
Okay, you said. Thank you. I see. We have a starting bid of $5. $5. Any interest? Can anyone hear me?
I can hear you. I can hear you. All right, we're going to move this aside then.
I lost the hearing again.
Okay. It seems like every time, oh, she can't hear me, to tell her when she has static, after her static, she loses contact. Mm. Hopefully, she will refresh and come back to us. This is going to be $3. In fact, I'm going to set it down for a second and type that to her in the private chat. She doesn't realize we can still hear her. She's obviously typing and messaging, bless her heart. Mm. Okay, so $3 for this beautiful candle holder. Now you could put a flameless candle in here just as easily. Look at these beautiful peridot colored blingy um, bits in it. I bet that they just look beautiful when this is lit up. So if you like bling, here it is. Silver tone with a light green peridot. Looking for $3. Thank you, CQ. Hopefully she can hear you. And refresh and come back to us. Anybody for $3? Last call on this item. Okay, we're going to pass on this. All right, next I have a what a shame item. Look how beautiful this frame is. Isn't it gorgeous? Look at this sweet little face. It fits a 3.5 by 5. And look at these beautiful rackets on the back. It's got a kickstand. It is new, but I dropped it. And you're saying, well, what happened? This little chip. I'm so sorry. But there might be somebody who doesn't care about this little chip or might could just put a little Sharpie over it. But because of that tiny little chip, I'm going to start it at just $1 and y'all bid it up to what you think it's still worth. Unless you're just specifically looking for it, I'm not sure you would see the chip, but I hated to just throw this away. So it has this great sports theme. So great for somebody who loves sports or has a daughter, a girl dad. Hi, Quaymar. Somebody who enjoys badminton, tennis, pickleball. So we're going to start this What a Shame at $1, and y'all just bid it up to whatever it's still worth. But it is brand new. It just has this one little place. You'll see the whole rest of this is still perfect. It's just this little place. And Kitty's back. Welcome back, Kitty.
Hello, hello, hello.
Well, Kitty, let me update you on what we're doing. We have a What a Shame item. And this beautiful frame, look at this amazing painted, sculpted little girl with all of these old-time sports equipment. I'm starting at $1 because I stupidly dropped it. And look at what I did. I took the tiniest little bit out of the corner. Now, you don't really see it unless you turn this way. I think a little Sharpie would be fun. But for that reason, I'm starting at just $1. It still has the frame in it, which is 3.5 by 5. Still has a perfect kickstand to it.
Wow. What a deal for $1. You could put a little tiny, a little something something right there and it would be just fine. Do we have any interest for $1?
Surely somebody enjoys sports. Maybe it's a tomboy type lady, or maybe it's for a girl dad who loves his little girl but also loves sports. Or maybe you buy it and you glue other stuff on top and you just turn it into something else. You could take all the little pieces off and maybe just glue, broken jewelry all over it or something else.
Well, that's a
Well,
good idea.
maybe it's not even worth $1. I hate to throw things away, but I thought I'd offer it to you.
You can put it into my box for $1 since nobody else is interested.
Okay, we will do that, Kitty. But I'm just going to give it to you. No need to charge you $1 because you're doing this great kindness to co-host tonight.
Oh, thank you.
You're welcome. I'm just glad not to have to throw it away. All right. Next, attention, people who love to paint, craft, and DIY. I have this 2-pack of pumpkins. We're going to start these out at $5. And the thing I love about them is, first of all, it has really beautiful wood. Look at the grains of these woods. But one is completely flat. The other one has these carved and indented parts so that it will naturally form that shade and shadow.
Just a minute, Belle. A Mars Cookery Show? Hey, Mars? Welcome in, but what did you mean by B?
Oh, I think it's a translation issue.
Okay, I just didn't wanted to.
I forget what country. Quaymar, what country are you in, sweetheart? Oh, she thinks they're great ideas. Well, thank you so much, Quaymar.
I'm sorry for
All
interrupting.
right, so you're getting a set of 2.
Those are really cute pumpkins. Do we have any interest? You could use them for to put not super hot plates on.
Well, and they're very thick. They're just meant to, sit on a bookcase. Look at that gorgeous wood grain right there.
You could put charcuterie on them. Make sure you olive oil or mineral oil them first. If you were to do that, they look like they might be fine.
I tell you what, since these are so cute, I do have another set. The box was falling apart, so I took them out of the box. If anybody wants both sets, we'll do a buy more, save more. Everything on the screen right now for $7. $7
Oh,
and you get all 4 pieces. So these 2 that have all of the carvings for the shade and shadow, and these that are perfectly smooth.
That's a great deal. Those are some hefty pieces of wood. That's a very good deal. They make a really cute doorstop.
Oh, I like that idea. They'd probably be great bookends as well, or
Def-
decorations for your pumpkin patch or your Halloween gatherings. ICU is in for 7. All right, thank you, thank you. Sold, sold, sold to ICU.
You'll have to let us know what you're going to do with them. I see you as long as it's not for you. I'd be very, very, very interested to know if you're going to turn them into something really pretty craft wise, or not pretty, pretty. I don't care. I'm just nosy that way.
All right, $3, Nancy, for choice of deodorants or antiperspirants. The first one is Dry Idea. It is powder fresh. The second one is Suave powder. It is anti-staining and invisible solid. It is cruelty-free. It's both an antiperspirant and a deodorant. 48 hours, and of course, all of these still have the stopper in them. Next, Teen Spirit by Lady Speedstick. This one smells like Pink Crush. Once again, an antiperspirant and deodorant. And during this time of year, I feel like we need it more than ever. Next, by Sure. Do y'all remember that old commercial about raise your hands if you're sure? This one is clear and dry. It is an antiperspirant and a deodorant, and it is a gel solid. Gel solid. Next, by White Rain, I have this men's deodorant, which is Solar Rush. And it says, invigorating men's deodorant designed for the ultimate clean and comfort. The other choice in White Rain Men's is Amber Waves. Before seeing this, I thought the only amber waves were amber waves of grain. You know, amber waves of grain? Okay. Any interest on these? Well, I tell you what, while we're waiting for our $3 for choice, I'm going to add one more choice. I have this, and I'm sure y'all are saying, Val, we don't know what that is. Let me open this up because I think this is fantastic and so smart. It goes in your purse. You open it this way, and it's a mirror. Hi, y'all. And you open it this way, you push out, and it becomes a brush. So it's a brush with a mirror. But when you're through with it, you push it back in. See how you push it back in? And or maybe you just need the mirror to check to see if your eyeliner is running with all the sweating you're doing, or if you have an eyelash in your eye, and then you close it back and it becomes this small. How great is that for your purse, for your pocket, for your glove compartment? It'll even fit in an evening bag. So that will also be a $3 choice. And I have it in both pink and black. So looking for $3. Maybe nobody's sweating out there. I'm kind of embarrassed that I'm the only one. Well, last call.
Any interest? A mirror and a brush. Wow. The Fawns would have liked that one from Happy Days.
Oh, yes, yes, yes. Not that he ever needed it.
Oh, no, no.
Okay, last call then. Will, and do you know what time it is?
6:01. It is time for Belle's Bargain Bonanza.
Yes,
Where
yes, yes.
everything is
And
a dollar.
now y'all know Kitty's time zone since she thinks it's 6:01. I love that. So y'all can calculate what part of the country she's in. All right. Well, we're going to start with some cards. These cards are going to be $1. Buy it now. So you're going to buy it by the code word. So as soon as Kitty sees you in the chat, she is going to call it out to me. A few of them have duplicates. Most do not. All right. So we're going to call this one, no, I take that back because that'll be a spelling issue. Let's call this one blue jeans. Blue jeans. So this one, Halloween, with the dog who is the trick-or-treater, and it says truck or treat. Happy Halloween. We should have called this one truck or treat. Hindsight is 50-50, is 20/20. Okay, here's the next one. This one says, perhaps you'll be spooked by a spider or a zombie who's gross and green. Zombie will be your keyword. And there's a little spider over here. But whatever you do, here's a wish for you. Have a ghoulishly great Halloween.
Be funny to put a little spring in there with a little plastic spider, so when you open it, the spider springs at you.
Oh, that's a great idea. And these are by Hallmark, by the way. All right. Knock, knock. Who's there? Who?
Belle,
Don't be
Casey,
scared.
neither.
But I think there's an owl in your Halloween card. Happy Halloween for our owl lovers. Mr. KP, hello, hello. I'm so glad you're here, Kenny.
Welcome in.
Next, here is a little cat peeking out behind a pumpkin. And this one says, have a black cat purring, chill winds stirring. Oh, look, this one is like a three part. Pumpkin grinning, a treat bag brimming, fall leaf gazing, most amazing Halloween card.
Wow. Isn't that cute?
And with all of these, they come with orange envelopes. I think I forgot to say that. I have them here, just trying to show you the cards for now. For those of you who are blessed to be grandparents, look at this cutie pie cat. And look, the nose is a candy corn. And it says, granddaughter, love you lots and lots. Hope Halloween night is fun for you from the first trick or treat to your last boo. And you know something I always say about these cards? I'm sorry, go ahead.
No, I even did wrong. You were telling people to use the code word, and I put in $1.
Well, you can still pick the ones you want, Kitty. I was just going to tell people that a lot of these have shapes, like this one has a shape, this one has a shape, this one has a shape. How great would it be, even if you don't send it as a card, just cut it right here and use it for scrapbooking. I think that would be a great option. But the other thing you can do, if you want to cut it in half, is you could write an invitation. For this one, it would be to your granddaughter. Come over, Granny's got some special treats for you. Or come over and watch the Disney Haunted House movie with me on Halloween, or whatever it is. So y'all keep in mind that cards aren't just cards. They can be ephemera. They can be scrapbooking items. They can be invitations. Okay, before I keep showing them, catch me up with what you wanted and what the others wanted. And if I need to turn my fan off, if that's bothering you, I will. It's just, 100 degrees down here.
Belle, I'd like to make a special offer for everyone. Anyone who's interested in a card, I want to pay for that card.
Oh my.
So anyone interested in the chat, pick out the card you want. It's my gift to you.
Well, I think we already had some people pick out. So let's go with the people who've already picked out first so that they get first choice. Right?
Yes, that sounds great.
Okay.
All right. Jossie has the black cat.
Okay. Here's a black cat with envelope for Jossie.
And well, of course, there's me. I wanted the trucker.
Okay. Here's the tracker. And of course, an envelope.
And I don't see anyone else. Come on in and pick out a card if you're interested. No pressure if you're not. But I'd love to gift. And
KP is saying that Disney has some new Halloween movies coming out. Good to know. I don't actually have kids or grandkids. I was just, supposing.
She says the other black cat, but not the granddaughter.
Oh, okay. All right, let me put this one back. The other black cat. This one? Okay.
Joshy, is that the one? Is that the right one? DQ would like knock knock.
Okay, there we go.
She said yes, that's the right one. Jossie says yes, that's the correct one.
Oh, good.
The granddaughter, ICU, wants the granddaughter and the boy, and she's done.
Okay.
There you go.
Well, thank you for making it a clean sweep, Kitty. I appreciate that so much.
Woohoo!
Very, very generous. Now everybody's going to be wanting Kitty to co-host in case she might be giving away stuff. Kitty is so generous. I adore that about her.
Well, you never know.
That's true. I don't know if Diane is still here. This looks like a Diane thing to me. But there may be other people who like to paint figurines. Actually, I think it's her nieces and nephews that like to paint figurines. This one's going to be $3. I only have one, but it's a nice size figurine. It's ceramic. That's not broken. That's just where it was crafted and baked in the oven. So you get the figurine, you get the pots, and you get the brush. So all of this for $3, and I don't have any duplicates. So get it before it's gone. Grab it while it's hot. Grab it while it's hot.
I love doing these with the grandkids. We have so much fun. Right now, one of the grandbabies has to come over after she just started kindergarten, and for the next 2 weeks, she has minimum days. And so she comes over after lunch and we do crafts.
And look, it has a ring and a holder at the top. So it could even be hung once it's finished. It doesn't necessarily have to just sit on a shelf. I love that they have equipped it that way.
You could make a crazy necklace out of that. Not really. Just kidding.
Or some kind of an ornament to, hang on a drawer to your kitchen, or on a baker's rack, or the knob to a armoire or wardrobe.
Yes.
From your dashboard. Who knows? Anybody for $3?
$3 for a little vampy guy.
And of course, if you wanted to just make it like a, Dickensian 1800s character, you could just use regular colored paint. If you didn't put the purple on it, I think it could just be Sherlock Holmes, or it could be any of the English or British explorers. All right, well, last call. We'll pass on this if there's no interest. All right, next, I hope nobody needs this. So many times I sell things and I'm embarrassed to say, I hope nobody needs this. But a lot of times I sell things that people do need. I enjoy selling things that are fun and pretty, but I also sell a lot of practical stuff because that's just the kind of channel I am. So this is something called nail hole patch. It says that it is spackling white. It fills holes and cracks. There are no tools needed. Now, like I said, hopefully nobody needs this. But we're going to start this at, Kitty, any idea what this goes for before I make a terrible mistake by underpricing? If not, I'll take a guess. But you seem like you are so much more handy than I am.
$3.
If not, I'll guess. That's kind of what I was thinking. Okay, so $3 for this big tube of nail hole punch. Just for size reference, this is it next to a bottle of water. So it's not a tiny little super glue size bottle. It's a substantial size.
I use something similar like this for my crafts. There are times when I have to make a hole disappear, or even on your ceramics that might get a crack in them or something like that, when maybe it got dropped and you just want to cover up that little crack in it that you don't want to show. I use that before I paint it.
Oh, okay. I'd never thought about that before. All right. Well, last call on this. If there's no interest, that's okay. All right. Next, $5 starting bid for choice. I have some antique Beanie Babies. Here is the first one. It's celebrating the month of August. And if you look at its little tag, its name is also August. These all have their heart-shaped hang tags. And this one says happy birthday, and it has a to from on it. $5. Oh, wait. You think CQ was lagging? Was in on the last thing? I think CQ might have been back on the nail hole patch. What do you think, Kitty?
Yes, let's.
We can just put it in as a direct sale.
Yes.
Since we've already gone on to the next item, Nancy, sweetheart, just put nail hole patch sold to CQ. I only have one of these, so I know the quantity is one. Thank you so much, CQ. I appreciate that. Okay. So still $5 for choice. One of the things I like about this beanie is look how the nose is peridot, because peridot is the birthstone of August. All right, so that is the first of the antique tie Beanie Babies, where we're $5 starting bid.
We have,
and keep repeating it until she hears the starting bid. I think she might be lagging, bless her heart. Okay, the next one.
Oh.
What's wrong?
I was just making sure that. How much was this starting for the beanies?
$5. Just $5.
I missed that. $5.
Okay, here's the next one. It's celebrating October. On the tag back here, it also says October. And once again, on the heart-shaped tag here, it has happy birthday and the to from. And its nose is citrine, celebrating the birthstone. All right, here is the next one. This one says birthday bear. And its little tag back here says BB Bear, which does not stand for Big Brother. I'm teasing. And the hang tag says, oops, stay open. BB Bear, and here you get to fill out its date of birth So cute. It has a cute little poem as well. And I love the pretty tie-dye colors in it. All right, here is the next tie beanie. This one is called Curly because of the material. And this one says, it's birthday. Oh my. April 12th, 1996. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. 30 years old. And in what great condition my mom kept these in. Okay, here is the next one. This one has some sparkle to it. I'm not sure if the screen is catching it. It was made in honor of the 10th year anniversary. This one is called Decade Bear. And when was the 10-year anniversary, you're wondering? Well, it fell on January 22nd, 2003. So 23 years old. All right, let me move my camera back so we can look at a few more. Kitty's in for 5. We're looking for 525. Here is the next one. Look at this scarf. This feels kind of like a chenille type fabric. This beanie's name is Wallace. And this beanie has a hang tag cover on it. I'm guessing it must have been one of the more collectible ones for my mother to have put this cover on it. And I can't figure out how to open this cover, of course. So, but the birth date would be inside. So I'm guessing it's one of the more collectible ones, the fact that she bothered to put a tag holder or cover on it. All right, here is the next one. Pretty little flowers on it. This one's name is Ariel. She wishes she could be part of your world. Part of your world. She apparently was made in 2000. And once again, I can't ever open these to see their exact birth date. But you know, it was made in 2000, so she is 26 years old. All right, next, this one says tie the 15th anniversary. Oops, little string. And this one's name is Celebrate. And this one has a date of 2001, March 13th, 2001. And once again, it's a pretty tie-dye. And the tie logo is embroidered. All right, next, this one says 1999. I'm sorry, go ahead.
25.
1999 on this one.
We have
the name is This is the 1999 signature bear.
March 13th, 2001. Wow.
All right, this one looks a little bit like Curly in the back, except that this one is smooth. This one's name is just Teddy. All right, and this one has a date of I love when they open easily. Ooh, this one might be the oldest. Maybe that's why it's called Teddy. It might have been the original one. It's way back from November 28th, 1995. Wow. Usually when there's a tag protector on it, that's how I knew my mother liked it or prized it. Oh, okay. So there we go. We got a full board. Kitty in for $5.25 for choice.
Any other interest?
Otherwise, we'll go ahead and count it down and we'll let Kitty pick and we'll see if anybody's in for second choice. These would be some cute gifts for people born in August or October.
Going once. Going twice. Fair warning. Sold to me for $5.
Okay, which one or ones can we get for you?
Belle, pack them all up.
Okay. So just for Nancy to write in the chat, because I'm going to go back later and copy down who wrote what. I'm going to count them out. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Now, a couple of those I did actually have duplicates of, so if anybody wanted a duplicate, just let me know which duplicate you wanted in the chat or in the replay. But just for expediency, it was quicker just to pack them up. So I did have duplicates of the August, the October, the Celebrate, the 10th anniversary, and the 15th anniversary, if anybody was interested in those. All right, next, maybe y'all weren't bidding because you already had too many stuffed animals, and you're like, where do we put the stuffed animals? How do we store the stuffed animals? Well, I have these giant storage hammocks. Now, sometimes you find the small little ones that hold a stuffed animal or two, but look at the size of this. This is 55 inches by 39 inches by 39 inches. I'm going to start these off, Nancy, at $3. So these are not small. 55 inches by 39 by 39. I mean, even on the small sides, it's over 3 feet, Kitty. Now, some of you may be saying, well, I don't know how in the world I would hang something that big and massive. Well, it comes with the hangers.
I like how they have the middle part of the hanger. The ones that I have always have never had the middle thing in to hang them, and they always sag funny.
And, really, you can put other stuff besides stuffed animals. Here, they're putting pillows and blankets in it. But if you're a person that likes to dry flowers, you could use this to dry flowers. I would think that there'd be a lot of different things that you could do just besides stuffed animals. Anybody in for 3? This also might be a great gift to give with stuffed animals. So if you're planning to give a child a stuffed animal for Christmas, go ahead and give them a way to store it or display it. So giant storage hammock. All right, we're going to pass on this then. Okay, next $3, and I only have one of these. Now, I'm probably the only person in the world, I'm sorry, not the world. I'm probably one of the few people in America that doesn't actually have a cell phone. So I always feel silly when I'm selling cell phone items since I'm not a cell phone user. But I hear all the time people talking about how their cell phones are dirty or they're wanting to clean them, but they're afraid of cracking or breaking or dropping or getting it somehow wet. So here is the solution, and for only $3, Nancy. So this is a screen cleaner. Now, some of you might be wondering, well, how do I find my screen cleaner? Where do I keep my screen cleaner? Well, the screen cleaner is in the form of a phone charm. So it's going to just dangle like a pretty from your cell phone. But when you need it, you grab it and you clean with it. So this is the side for show, and this is the side for cleaning. And I don't know if you can see, but there's a different texture on the side for cleaning that's especially soft. So I only have one of these. Anybody for $3? Kentucky White Heather is in for 3. Thank you, Heather. Anybody for 3.25? Once again, I only have one of these. And y'all never be afraid of just buying a little something. If you just get a little something, I will always keep it and add to it. That way, you aren't paying like $7 shipping on a $3 item. My regular viewers will always tell you I wait till y'all get at least $20 in your box and then I bill you and ship it out. Because shipping just keeps going up and shipping is just no fun. So I try to give y'all the best bargains possible. Fair warning. We're so glad that Heather is here tonight. I hope everybody is welcoming her and getting to know her and making her feel welcome. She's been here before, but it's been a little while. We are sold to Heather. Yay. Okay, let's see. How about this next? All right, here is a safety razor with blades. So you get one razor and then a box of 5 blades. Let's start this out at $3. Yes, Kitty, we can absolutely hear you. Okay. Let's see. Heather is asking, Belle, do you have any more beanie bears that have the 1 year birthday? 1 year? Um, Let me see. Which one was the 1 year? Is that this one? No, this one was 25. This one was 10, 15. If it was this one, then yes. This one just says birthday bear, and it says BB bear. I don't think it says a specific. Let me see. Does it say in here? No, this you just write out the birth year. So I have this one. If you're interested in this one, um, just write BB Bear, which is what the tag says. If not, then there's no pressure at all to buy this one. So, but I do have another one of this one. Pretty tie-dye colors too. Okay. Meanwhile, at $3, I have the safety razor with box of 5 blades. And it says 5 stainless steel blades, anti-slip handle. All right. Anybody for the safety razor with refill? Okay, yes, she wants the BB one. All right, let me grab that one. All right, this one's going to Heather. Thank you, thank you. All right, anybody for the safety razor? All right, last call. We'll pass on that one then. Okay, next I have an organizational item. All right, this is going to be $3. This is a great way of storing charms, storing crafts, earring findings, and jump rings, and even small stud earrings. So it's got 2 closures on it. I love that there's 2 instead of just one in the middle. And then you open it up, and it has all these grids. It's got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 times 4. It's got 24 grids. I love that. And this is so much better than just keeping them in a little bag, because maybe your bags are going to fall or slip or slide. You don't want your pet to accidentally swallow something. Also, with this being a lidded box, it's going to keep the dust off of them. So $3. You could even hang it if you wanted to. Now, I don't know why you'd want to, because I think it is so handy just to stack these one on top of another. Because, you could organize them by all the silver tone or all the gold tone or copper tone or bronze tone, or maybe these are ones with animals on it, or these are charms for a charm bracelet, or however you're organizing it. You could also put little stones in here as well, or even little stickers or stamps if you're a stamp collector and don't necessarily have albums but want to take something to trade. Okay, last call for these storage boxes with the 24 grids. All right, let me move these aside. All right, next is an item I only have one of. I got this at the liquidator, so I will probably never see it again. We're going to start this out at $5. This is a Let Your Child Roam Safe, slim fit, safe edging. It's a furniture edge cushion, and this isn't just for children. So many times when people become elderly and they have issues with balance or falling, you don't want them to take a fall and, give themselves a black eye with the corner of a coffee table. So this can help the elderly as well. So it says that it is slim and soft and dense, secure adhesion, no toxic flame retardants. It is 18 feet of cushion. Well, you can see 18 feet. There's also the special corner pieces that are included and multiple corner pieces. That's really nice as well. Here's what the back looks like. And here's all the information about how it works. All right. Any interest in this for 5? For the Safe Edge kit, furniture edge cushion. And it's in a nice brown, so it'll kind of blend in if you have wooden furniture. I think we might have lost Kitty. I hope she didn't have an emergency. Okay, last call on this one. All right, we're going to put this away then. All right, next, let me get out a grid. And let's look at some agate slices. Now, I have both some large and some small agate slices. I'm going to start with the larger ones first. These are going to be $5 for choice, and these are magnificent. They are already pre-drilled. They're what's called rough agates, meaning you'll see there is a rough edge. And they are, of course, irregular, and each is special and different. Look how beautiful the center is. And they're always going to be slightly different on each side. Just like if you're cutting a steak, the marbling is going to be slightly different on each side. So I'm going to put this one on D. It's so big, it's almost overflowing. All right, here's the next one. If anybody likes pretty in pink. I love that some parts you can almost see through it. When you make it into a necklace or maybe a sun catcher or a keychain, the light is just going to reflect beautifully. Or if you're using this as a necklace, your clothing will show through. We'll put that one on G. Here is the next one. If you're a person that likes neutrals, how pretty is this one? Where's my purple lovers at? This one's got some beautiful shades of purples. And Heather is in for 5. All right, here's the next opportunity. Some beautiful snowflake white and some taupe. It's almost like a natural way of showing a paisley. Isn't it interesting that we work so hard to get all these fancy designs, but God already made it in stones? All right, here is the next one. Now this one has some browns and some violets in it. It almost looks kind of wooden. Look how interesting. All right, I'm gonna put this one on B. Here is the next one. And I love when you can see the drusies in the center. I think that's so cool. That one on E. And then last but not least, who likes green? And I love that you've got green and then you've got black and then of course you've got the white of the rough edge. I think that's so beautiful too. But if you don't like the raw edge, you just turn it this way. Another great thing about these is they look so different depending on which side you're showing to the world. All right, Heather's in for 5, looking for 525. Anybody for 525? Otherwise, we're going to start counting it down. And here's our sweet kitty back. I'm guessing she must have realized she was missing agates and hurried on back because Kitty loves some stones and is even a jewelry maker and designer.
Hello, hello. I'm so sorry, Belle. There.
We know these things happen, and family and husbands come first. So there is no sour grapes from us. Thank you so much for coming back to help.
Okay, we have Heather in for 5. Do we have anything for 525? Oh, nope. I'm sorry. Behind the times. Fair warning.
Sold to Heather. So let's see which one or one she picks. This is one time we never have to ask about quantity when we're dealing in gemstones, since each one will always be a one and done.
Boy, I see several pretty ones. How do you choose? How do you choose? I see some I'd like. I see some my son would like, and my daughters. What do you think, Heather? What are you interested in? And no pressure, but how many off the board would you like? Oh, she would like B as in boy,
Okay.
C as in cat,
Okay.
D as in dog,
Okay.
and G as in George or giraffe.
Okay. Well, if we were ever wondering if she was a girly girl, since she picked all the pink and purple, I think she just told us.
Yeah.
She seems to have my favorite colors too.
Yep, she just picked my favorite colors too.
Okay, but we have some beautiful neutrals, and we also have this fabulous green as well. So, anybody for what's left?
Only $5. That's a just a rock hard price. Any other interest? Well, I don't see any other interest.
Okay.
Open to check.
All right, let me move these to the side then.
And Heather, is it Heather? Yes, right? The Kentucky Wife Life. Is her name Heather?
Yes,
Okay.
yes, yes, yes.
Heather says, I am a
Oh,
pink and purple girl. They are all beautiful. I agree with you.
okay.
And I'm a pink and purple
Now,
girl.
occasionally, yes. It's one of those things Kitty and I bond over is our love of pink and purple. Now, before I go on, um, I have a what a shame. Now, some of y'all heard things fall the other day. Do y'all remember that
Oh
fall?
no.
Well, the agates fell. And this one is not irregular because of how it was made. It's irregular because it fell and the part with the hole broke off.
Oh, gorgeous.
It is. So if there's somebody who knows how to drill a hole, or there's somebody who knows how to buff out this shard, and I do want to let you know it's a sharp shard. I of course will wrap it in bubble wrap. Then I'm going to start it out for $1 and I'll just let y'all bid it out to whatever you think the right price is. It is still gorgeous. It's still purple, but because I only sell them where they're not dangerous and where they have a hole, therefore I don't feel right putting it on the board. But this was my personal favorite, and I was just sobbing when I was picking up the things that fell, and I realized this fell and this broke. So, is there anybody that wants to start us off at $1, and we'll just see where the bidding goes? This would have been an easy sell at 5 because this is spectacular.
I knew it. Heather's in for $1. It's purple.
All right, let's see who all is going to bid it up to a good price because it's still gorgeous. It's still usable. You know, y'all can take an emery board and just file it down and round out the edges, either drill it or wrap it.
I am going
All
to
right,
bid
who's
that
going
one
to
for
take us to
$1.25.
$1.25? Okay, Kitty's in for $1.25. We did tell y'all Kitty is a jewelry maker, and I think Heather is making jewelry as well. So we've got two great ladies here. I will tell y'all this is the only one that broke. So this is going to be the only what a shame of the agate slices, although I usually have what a shame items in any category. So Heather, do you want to come back at $1.50? Still a beautiful piece. Okay, she's out. Anybody else want to get in on the bidding of this, or is Kitty going to walk away with this for $1.25? $1.25 for this agate, because even once you file it down, it's still going to be a nice large piece. Because look at the size of it,
Hmm?
and look at the saturation of color.
That right there. Well, I have a friend who cuts who cuts those, and
Oh, well, that's
I'm
perfect.
going to have two. I'm going to try. I'm not. I don't know when I'm going to be able to get there to do it because I have to go to him. Two earrings and a pendant to match. That would be beautiful.
They might end up being really small.
Yeah.
You might want to make just one spectacular piece from it, but you do what you want to do. But you want it to be enough
It's
that
so.
you can still see the stone. Oh yay, Blingy's still
It's
here.
I'm
Okay, do
gonna
we sell sold?
since Heather is brand new, I'm gonna if Heather is still interested in it at a dollar whatever at $1.25. Um, I'm gonna give it to Heather if she's interested for $1.25.
Oh yay, that's so sweet to gift it to her. Yay. Well, let's just call it sold and enjoy your gift from one jewelry maker to another from Sweet Kitty. This
because I
sounds
don't.
like the beginning of a beautiful friendship, doesn't it? Okay, that's
Oh,
going
Lenny,
to you.
you're not feeling well. I hope you feel better, sweetheart.
Oh, well, thanks for letting it run. We appreciate that. Helps with our numbers. All right, let me move these aside. Do y'all want to look at another round?
Oh, yes,
All
please.
right. Here is another one with some greens and some whites. One of the things I
Oh,
love about green is I think it's a great all year color, but I also think it's great for Christmas as well. Here is such a vibrant teal.
oh, that always oh, yes. Teal rose reminds me of a certain person.
Aw. Okay, here's another vibrant one. And look at the beautiful striations.
Oh, Belle, you really brought them this time. Those are gorgeous.
And you know, these striations are made from water getting into the crevices, so you can totally tell how it was sitting and how the water left its indelible mark on it. And I
Mm.
just love these angles as well, too. So pretty. All right, here is the next one. A little white and black, and I just love that coloration.
That looks like something. I mean, a woman could like it too, of course, but something that a man would enjoy more.
Exactly, exactly. And you know, these stones feel so cold. So during the summer, I notice a lot of men will walk around with some stones, even if they're workmen, even if they're delivery drivers, just because of how great the cold feels on their neck.
Mm-hmm.
All right, here is the next one. This is a really pale green.
Ooh, that would make a beautiful worry stone. If you don't know what a worry stone is, chat, it's what they used to use in, I don't know, 1900s. They would have a certain stone that you could rub when you got the nerves. Of course, now we know that's called anxiety and stress, but they would rub it, and they would rub it over the years so much it would leave a thumbprint in it.
Oh, so it was like the original fidget.
Exactly. Exactly. Yes,
I
that's
love
exactly.
that. I've never heard of those before. See, Kitty is bringing us a great moments in history. And ICU says it's called God's fingerprint. I love that. So, for
Oh,
those of you who like browns and geometrics, perfect for this autumn and August, this one to me is so amazing. Once again, I think a lot of these would work for men as well with
hmm,
the browns and the grays or like greens.
yes, definitely. That one's very pretty.
Okay, here's another one of these that looks like wood to me, but it's stone. Look at the beautiful lines in it.
Oh, I'm forgetting to ask. Do we have anybody in for $5?
Kitty's so busy watching, she forgot she was co-hosting. Oh,
$5.
and
Anybody for
welcome, Sandy and Chewy. I'm so glad you're here. Well, while you're talking about, just looking and chatting, this is one of the things I want to say about Discord, and it was actually an idea from ICU. There are a few channels that will have members only sales, but they do it on YouTube. Since I'm blessed to have a Discord, She suggested, why don't you have a special sale just to honor the people who joined the Discord? I mean, Discord's free and everybody can join and it's open to everybody. But it could be a way that we didn't have to be so formal, where we didn't have to keep saying, hey, click the thumbs up, like, and subscribe, where we could just show things in a less formal manner and we wouldn't have all of the pressures of broadcasting in thumbs and numbers. And, I think if we ever had a sale like that, that it would be kind of like Kitty and I are doing now, where I'm just showing things and everybody's just talking and deciding who wants what. Would anybody be interested in having some private sales just on the Discord?
Oh, I would.
If
definitely.
so, y'all put it in the chat. And if so, we will twist ICU's arm to set it up and help us out with it, since it was her great idea. And I am so delighted that Sandy and Chewy are here. They're a great part of the Discord as well.
And none of us have to dress up. We just
That's true. And with Discord, we can actually hear each other's voices. So we'd hear when Heather said, I bet 5 on that. Or when ICU said, I'll take 2 of those. Or when Nancy says, do you have any butterfly journals? So, because we were having a voice meeting this week of some of my co-hosts and moderators. And one of the things they so enjoyed was hearing each other's voices. And wouldn't that be so much like a real life auction to actually be able to talk about the items and hear each other's voices when they're bidding?
Yes, I'm not sure how much sales you're going to do with everybody talking, but I think it's a lovely idea.
Well, it's Discord, so it doesn't matter how long or how short it goes. On YouTube, it has to be long enough to get, a certain number of views, not to ruin my algorithm. On Discord,
Right.
it could be as long or short, as often or as infrequent as come and go or whatever. We wouldn't have any of those rules.
I think ICU needs a big amount of applause. She needs a standing O.
Yes, she does. She comes up with fantastic ideas for new and cutting edge ways of selling things. All right. While I was talking, did we sell this?
Not yet.
Okay, I'm sorry. I thought we must have had the countdown and put the salt in. I'm so sorry about your veins. Kitty, with your nursing training, do you maybe want to translate for me?
Yes, it's when they go in and when they take out blood and it kind of blows. It makes a big bruise and it's sometimes very painful. And
she's just now getting home. I see. I kept wondering why she wasn't answering my messages. Now I see. So if anybody else had unanswered messages like I did from Sandy and was getting worried, we now know that she was getting medical attention and wasn't home. So
Sandy,
nobody gets their feelings hurt if you had unanswered messages, because we know that Sandy loves everybody and she is so fun to call and talk to on the Discord.
Sandy, next time you have to have blood drawn, have them put a warm compress or one of the heat bags on your veins first and hang them. I have very, very bad veins. And try that. So mine blow very easily too, and they usually have to do something.
That's a good tip. All right. Well, we are sold to Heather. Congratulate Heather. Let's see which ones Heather picked. She's going to be getting a whole agate collection, or maybe making a whole agate collection of jewelry, which might be available for sale sometime soon.
Congrats. And if you're interested, Belle Belle also sells chains. Well, not chains, but the for the oh, help me out here, Belle.
Cords.
The cords. Thank you. There we go.
All right.
Yes,
If anybody needs a
cords.
cord, I buy them by bulk. You can see here's a bulk bag that I bought. And if you need a cord, you'll see they already have the lobster claw clasp on them. They already have the long extension. So just $1 per cord. All right. We are sold to Heather. Okay, let's see. Heather is going to take A and C and D and H. Bravo, bravo. Okay, thank you, thank you. Anybody else for the 4 remaining? Hopefully we didn't lose Kitty. It seems like when we hear the static, we then lose her. All right, anybody else? Last call. Okay, I'm going to move these aside. All right, I think Kitty is back. All right, now I have a smaller chart, and these are going to be smaller agates. And these agates, because they're smaller, are also going to have a smaller price.
Oh, there we go.
All right, so Nancy, these agates are only going to be $3. All right, but once again, they are still beautiful. Some people like more dainty jewelry. They're already pre-drilled. So here's a beautiful blue. We'll put that one on L. A different blue. We'll put that on F. Ooh, look at the shades of blue on that one. So pretty. Flip it over here. Oh, I love the various shades. We'll put that on E. Oops. All right. Did we lose Kitty? Put this one on K. This one is for J. Love that there's some clear parts to it. Here's D. Here, see. And I don't know for sure if these were cut from the same stone, but a lot of these have similar coloring. And it just shows that even if they're all slices from the same stone, how they can be similar yet different. This one has such a beautiful ombre to it. This one's a little darker. Has a cute little spot of the copper on the side. This one's almost solid color. Put on A. And this one's more of a green, greenish. All right, anybody for $3? $3. $3. I know there's a lot of blue. Blue isn't necessarily anybody's favorite color. All right, Heather's in for 3. Anybody for $3.25? Looking for $3.25. Fair warning. Okay, we are sold to Heather. Let's see which Wonder ones she chooses. Such pretty choices. And CQ says she's sitting out by the fire listening to the Owl concert. Well, you can tell she's up north because down here the skeeters would just be getting to you, and all of the dragonflies would just be swarming. I'm so glad that her weather and her climate lets her do things like that. That is so awesome.
I hope I fixed it this time.
Okay, I need you to tell me if it's A and I or A and L because you know my eyesight, I have some issues. So I'm going to go ahead and get A and then let me know if the second letter is an I or an L, pretty please.
Well, it could be both. I think it's L. It looks like it's pretty
Okay.
Heather, is L correct? A and L.
Okay, perfect. Thank you so much. All right, we'll open this up to the chat to see if anybody else is interested in getting in on any of these beautiful $3 blue
Well,
agate slices.
CQ, what are you free to join? What are you saying?
Oh, CQ said earlier that she is sitting outside
Oh,
around a fire pit and listening to a concert of owls. And I was saying that down here, we would be slapping the mosquitoes and being attacked by the dragonflies.
mm,
Because just when I go out to take the trash out at night, they swarm around my doorbell light and they and I'm slapping mosquitoes. But because she's up north, she has lovely weather at night. It is cool and she's not being attacked by insects.
that
I love
sounds
that for her.
lo-
Okay, anybody else on these? All right, last call. All right, let me move these aside. And I'm going to refill this one more time as well. And once I get these on here, Kitty, I'm going to let you sell off this grid, and I'm going to be right back. Okay. So let's look at what this grid is going to offer. Look at these beautiful yellows and oranges. We'll put this one on L. Here's another beautiful one, teardrop shape. Here's a nice dark one. That on K. Upside down. Here is this one. These colors are so big in the Southwest with all the red rock areas. Here's another dark one with some browns and some blacks. A little white even. These just look like sunset, don't they? Oops. Well, that could have almost been a spinning game there. Here's another one with the beautiful teardrop shape. Okay, a few more, and I'm going to be turning it over to Kitty. All right, this one is almost clear. It just has a little corner, a little color at the side. So it has some beautiful browns, some gorgeous striations. Oops, trying to turn it over for y'all. I think that's the side y'all saw. Well, both sides are very captivating. Here's another one with the teardrop shape. And I hate to not show the last one, so I know I didn't make this come out right. But here's the last one. All right, Kitty, are you still there? Well, I think we might have lost Kitty. So I guess I'm selling these off to y'all. No bathroom break for me. All right. Looking for $3. $3 for choice. Any interest on these? Beautiful earthy colors. Totally colors that could work for a man or a woman. Also, these are awesome colors for fall. Not only autumn and August, but your September, October, November colors. All right. Any interest in these? All right. Last call. I'm about to move these to the sun. Oh, thank you so much for the thought, Sandy. I appreciate that. Kitty's having some internet issues, but she is so fun. She keeps coming back. I just should have timed my bathroom break for while she was here. But we'll keep going, and if she doesn't get back, we'll just end the auction. But I have so many other great things that I just want to show y'all. I can hold it, I promise. Okay, next, who likes glass? I have this beautiful piece of colored glass. It is a stopper bottle, and I love that the stopper is a leaf. And look at this beautiful texture on it. I'm going to start this at $5. $5. So oil in it, or perfume, or balsamic vinegar. Maybe you just set it out on a table or a china cabinet. $5, Nancy. Only have one of these. This isn't the kind of thing I have multiples. So just one. One is the loneliest number. Sorry. Anybody for this beautiful bottle? You could even put a message in a bottle, or use it to save your change, and when it gets full, buy something special. Or every time $1 here and there, put in the bottle, and then you'll have a little rainy day fund. All right, last call on this bottle. All right, we'll move it aside. Okay, next I have two really wallets. They're going to be $6 for choice. Look at these pretty little smiley faces, and the smiley faces are inside of flowers, and the flowers are on the checkerboard, but it's kind of like at a fun angle. How cute is that? They are new with tags. That's going to be the first option, and it's black and white, so you can use it all year long, whether it's in summer or winter. I especially adore that. But maybe you're saying, oh, that's a little dainty. Well, boom! This one has big flowers, and it still has that same checkerboard background that's at a fun, groovy angle. All right, let me show you the inside of these two. They're made by the same company. Look how big open, and look how much storage space they have. So in the back, we've got room for your cash. Then here's all your credit card compartments. Then here, plenty of room for receipts or your store cards. Here's your zipper compartment for cash or for coins. Here's yet more compartments here for all those business cards that people give you. Here's another space for cards and more spaces back here. All right, so these are the two options. $6 for choice, new with tags. And I think we have Kitty back, although I don't hear her.
Yeah. Those are both so cute.
There she is.
Hopefully I fixed it this time. I keep saying that because I'm hopeful.
Well, and even when you're not here, we keep lauding you and praising you that even if you your internet fell off, we know that you will be coming back. So therefore, it's just a matter of when and how you come back. So we weren't worried about you coming back because we know that you're faithful that way. But we're looking for $6. Well, apparently we're down to $5, according to Nancy. But we will go with the $5 that she put in. So now it's down to $5. Anybody for these super cool wallets with the flowers and the black and white design?
We haven't had a price check for a while, so just mark that up as the where you come down in price once.
Exactly. And I do have 2 of each. So in case anybody is buying presents for twins, or you need to give the same to both of your granddaughters or your nieces, I do have 2 of each. And I tell you what, I'm going to add one more choice now that we're down to the $5 price point. I'm going to add this new sealed cosmetics case, or it could be for pencils or pens or medicine or whatever you want to use it for. It says boo. So I'm going to add that as an option as well.
That's adorable. It's beautiful.
I love that. Kitty has punny humor. That's what I call the smart version of humor. I love it. Love it. Okay, last call on these then. All right, let me move these aside. Well, I tell you what, before I move these aside, let's do a buy more, save more, since I have so many. All right, so while I was trying to sell these for $6, and Nancy was selling these at $4 or $5, if anybody wants to buy two, I'm going to further go down. And this is insane. I never sell wallets at this little of a price, and I probably never will again. But I will sell you 2 of any of these choices for $8. 2 for $8.
Oh my.
But I know there's got to be some groovy flower child, flower loving people who love the checkerboards, who love the flowers. Now this doesn't happen to be my personal styling. I'm more of a solid colors kind of a girl when it comes to wallets. And this does something with my eyesight. Like, is it blurry or is the print? It's the print. So for the $8, you get to pick 2 of any of these choices. You can pick 2 that are alike. You can pick 2 that are different. ICU knows a great deal and a fabulous bulk offer. And for $8, let us which Which two you want?
Wonder which one she'll
Usually I sell wallets
choose.
for about 8 each.
Let's see. I can't even guess. Oh, the small flowers and a boo bag.
Okay, so
I
this one and this one. Okay, great choices. And somebody else on this bulk buy. We still have some choices left if somebody else wants to get one of these $8 deals.
Any other interest? Any other interest?
Okay, let me clear these away. All right, next, since we keep talking about owl light, I have another owl item. It is these rings. And look at these amazing eyes. You'll notice the eyes are all slightly different colors. This one down here is just a floral, but they are adjustable rings. So you'll see back here, they are adjustable. Here, you'll see they're adjustable. You can wear them on whatever finger you want to. I think they're super cute as a pinky ring because then they're just staring at somebody. Or if you put it towards you, it's staring at you. You can kind of wear it like a clatter ring where it's either staring at you or staring at somebody else. This one's a little bit big, but you can open or close them if you want them to fit on your ring finger or you want them to fit on your pinky finger. So we're going to start these at $6. And Kitty, can you talk to everybody about these? Sell them off and let them pick, and I'll be right back.
Okie dokie. That sounds good to me.
Okay.
These are really cute, especially for anyone that even likes owls just a little bit. Get those blue eyes, and I think the gold have brown eyes, if I'm not mistaken. I know the one gold, the third one down, it looks like it might have blue eyes. Now, funny fact, the top one with the real brilliant blue eyes, my Siberian Husky Belle, who is Bella, her name was Bella, is no longer with us, except in our heart memories. But her eyes were exactly that same color. She had the most beautiful eyes, and they were very expressive. You could tell when she was pouting. You could tell when she was upset. Her eyes danced when she was happy. So did her tail. But anyways, do we have any interest for $6? Every time you wear it, you could remember Bella or our Belle, however you decide. $6 for choice, and they are you can make them to fit your fingers. They're all adjustable. I don't know if you'd want to. You could wear one as a toe ring because I like toe rings, but I think maybe they're a little big for a toe ring. But maybe if you have
Okay.
lovely,
Are these a pass or do we have a
I
bid? Count
I
me up.
think they're a pass. I don't see any interest.
Okay. All right. No worries at all.
Could have been just my
Okay.
bad sales tip.
All right, next I want to show a brand new item. I think this is gorgeous. It's a ceramic lantern. Ceramic lantern. The original price on this was $10. So I'm going to start this at 6. And it does have a handle to it. You could put a candle in it, put fairy lights in it, put a flameless candle in it. So much you could do with it. In fact, let me see if I have a little candle. I think I do have one. Okay, here is one of these little flameless candles. And look how pretty it is inside here. So pretty. And I tell you what, I will even include the flameless candle for the first person who buys one of these. So looking for $6.
That is very, very pretty. $6.
Just imagine these along a mantle, or imagine these on either side of your front door or on your porch, or even just walking around carrying these on Halloween night.
Very, very. That's a good, probably for the parents. That would be a very good,
For the parents, yes, because the kids are running around with those light up bracelets and flashing things, and they look like they're going to a rave, except that they're, 6 to 10, and they're going knock, knock, knocking. But, the parents always stand at the end of the drive and say, I'll be right here. You run to the door and run back, because I'm not going to run up that way and back. So, and you can always find them by what they're holding. And by holding this, they'll know which one is their parent standing at the end of the drive by the one holding this. Squirrel's here! Everybody welcome Squirrel to our chat. I was hoping you'd be able to stop by. We've been missing you. Kitty, say hi to Miss Squirrel.
Hello, Miss Squirrel.
After all, kitties and squirrels should be together. Oh, amazing.
Definitely,
right.
definitely.
Well,
Kitties and squirrels.
Anybody for $6.25?
This is very, very pretty.
It is. And something else is, look how the leaves are different. You notice they're not the same leaf. Let me see if I can turn it on better here so you can see. Some of them are wider, some of them are longer, some of them have multiple strands to them. Do you see how it's not like one leaf just again and again? It's different patterns and styles and shapes of leaves. I like that so much about it. Okay, see if I can get my hand out of it now. Okay. We'll include this in there.
I like how they have all the different leaves. I really like that.
And some people don't celebrate Halloween, and I have to confess, I'm one of those people who doesn't celebrate Halloween. I do like fall, and I do like celebrating the harvest, which back in biblical times there were 5 different celebrations of the harvest. And so this is the kind of decorations that I use around my own house. Things like leaves and acorns and pumpkins and scarecrows that have to do with harvest. But I mean, that's just me.
Yeah, I've kind of gotten more over the years. I never really decorated with scary things. They always had to be funny, goofy kind of Halloween things if they were going to be. But over the years, I've really kind of gotten away from decorating too much of anything.
Okay. Well, to each their own. We
I
are
used
sold
I
to
used I used
Squirrel.
to
We have
go out
five of these
all out.
available. How?
Oh my,
Oh, and Squirrel says she loves
five
Halloween.
of them.
So one, two, three, four, or five. You want to know why there's only five?
Because there weren't six?
You want to hear? No, there were six. I showed them last year, and I only sold one. So that's why there's five this
Oh.
year. Last year I was selling them for $8. This year I'm selling them for only $6. So reducing the price to hopefully sell more this season. And this is the first time I've shown them this season. I know y'all think, oh, that Bell woman showed everything at the autumn and August sale, but believe it or not, there are still things I haven't shown yet. It's hard to show everything in just one auction because of the volume of things that I have.
I really
All right. Did
wish
we find out how many? Oh, go ahead.
I really wish that everything went down in price like you just went down in price instead of up. Squirrel, how many would you like? You have the choice between one and five, or should I say between five and one?
Dum 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 da da dum dum. 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 Under pressure, pushing down on me, pushing down on you. Squirrel.
She
Don't let
says,
me
I'll
keep
take
singing.
one.
One. Okay. Anybody else want any of the last five? And if there is anybody else that wants some of these, I will also throw one of these flameless candles in your lantern. So all the sales, not just the first one. I'll do it for them all. That way you're assured of having a way to light it up in case you might not have one. I don't want you to have to go somewhere and make an additional purchase. And I do have a few more of those flameless candles around the house. So if anybody else, I also love that it has the hanger so you could hang it on a shepherd's hook. You know, when you take those heavy hanging plants down in the fall, what do you put on those shepherd's hooks? Around here, this is what people put instead. All right, let me clear this away. Next, Nancy, $3 for a choice. Here is another one of these autumn and August items. It's long wooden beads, and if anybody missed all the wooden beads in the first round, go back to the beginning of the auction. But here is a white wooden pumpkin at the end of it, and on this side, it has a jute tassel. The other choice is this cute little squirrel. Once again, all the wooden beads, and the other side has a tassel. And these are new with tag. And they do have a little hanger, but I think that hanger was just how they displayed them in the store.
Mm-hmm.
So, but I mean, you could use that and hang them where you want to, or make them part of a wreath or a garland or an outside decoration. Oh, Squirrel says, I hope everybody is doing well. We are, and we're even better now that you are joining us.
I would love to have that
Okay,
beautiful red
anybody?
hair. And Squirrel is in for
Oh,
3.
okay, great. Is that the Raggedy Ann doll of the 1970s, 60s, 50s? I forgot when that doll was made. I know it was sometime way in the olden days, but I'm not quite sure how far back. Because my mommy used to talk
Hmm.
about the
I
Raggedy Ann
don't.
dolls. Did your mom have a Raggedy Ann doll?
My grandma made me one when I was a little girl.
Oh, that's so sweet. But I think in previous generations, before they had dolls, one of the first dolls was this Raggedy Ann doll, if I recall, and I
Hmm.
think it had red yarn. I've seen some of those vintage antique
Yeah,
stores.
mine had red hair. Mine had red hair with braids and a little white pinafore with a red flowered dress underneath, black booties with red and white socks.
Because I think that's what
Oh, and her
inspired Pippi
pantaloons.
Longstockings. Oh, see that I
It
was going to
could
say.
be.
I think that's what inspired Pippi
It could be.
Longstockings, and then Pippi Longstockings
And
inspired Annie. So,
I also
all
had
right,
an
one
Andy.
or oh, okay. And Squirrel says
So, but
1950 was the first Raggedy Ann dolls. Well, no wonder Kitty didn't have an original. She is way more modern
no,
than that.
no. Well, I did have an original,
And my
but not
grandmother's
a
generation.
1970 15 original.
I
I
didn't
had a grandma
realize
original.
it went back that far. I'm so glad to have that information. I didn't realize that at all. That what I guess was confusing my mother's stories with my grandmother's stories. Well, thank you for asking your Alexa. I need an Alexa. Well, I need a husband, but in the meantime, Alexa would be better than nobody. Boom,
Right.
boom.
You're going to have a Google pretty soon.
Okay, and I'm very grateful for that. Okay, and not that much of a surprise, the squirrel is going to take the squirrel. That just seems so
Oh,
apropos. I love that. I love that. Anybody for the pumpkin with the blonde colored wooden beads and the jute um, tassel?
do we have any interest? Or white pumpkin? But you technically
Now,
could make any color you want.
I'm so glad y'all have Alexa. I should have asked Kitty before. Kitty knows a lot of things I don't know, and I'm sure your Alexa might. Y'all might have to tell me what this next thing is. But I got it at the liquidator. It looked fancy, and I have a general idea of what it is, but not a specific idea. Has anybody ever heard of a Faraday pouch? Now, I watched the TV series Lost, so I have heard of Faraday. However, watching a scripted TV series from 20 years ago is not necessarily the best way to sell products on a modern auction. Um, but on here it says effective signal blocking, and it's a 2-pack. I did open it to look at it. Oh, we're going to start this at $5. And you'll see, indeed, it is a 2-pack. And it has the handy dandy fob on it. And they're nice looking. They really are. Let me open one of these up. And it's got Velcro here. And then you put your items, see if I can get it open in here, and you'll see it has this special blocking to it. Also, it does have a little chain part as well in case you want to attach something that you're worried about falling out. So that too is good. So you're going to get a 2-pack of
Oh,
these
those
at
hook
the
on
Faraday pouch.
those hook onto your belt.
They could.
Yeah. Or a backpack. Wow, those are pretty cool.
And they really have beautiful stitching and a nice design to them. They're kind of biker chic. I could totally see lots of guys using these because I never quite understand how guys do things since they don't have purses. But you're going to get a 2-pack, and you could even split them up between sons and sons-in-law,
Stocking
or give
stuffers.
one person, right? So, but it stops effective signal blocking. Now, I don't want to be a conspiracy theorist, but sometimes you hear of problems where when you're checking out at a restaurant, they say don't give your credit card. Have them bring the machine to the table to make sure that the signal is not, swiped or duplicated or copied or, cloned or spoofed. And so I think this has something to do with keeping signals from getting to it.
That's what, yeah.
Oh, here, go ahead and read what's in the chat because they figured it out. Thank y'all for helping me.
Lined with electrical fabric to stop electrical communication, according to Alexa. So nobody can put their little electric thing up to your butt or wherever you have it, or purse, or anything like that, and get the information off your cards for your phone. Oh, small electrical enclosure that keeps the electrical pouch lined with electrical
But
fabric
a
to
lot of
stop
times,
electrical communication,
mhm.
like solar flare.
But
Cool.
so, as women, a lot of times when we just need to run out real quick, we'll just grab like a wristlet and go get gas or get donuts or go to the bank or whatever. But, what about guys when they're going out for that bike ride or they're going out for cycling or to go play basketball with the guys? Many times they might want to stop and get dinner on the way home or stop and get some Gatorade, and so they have to carry a little bit of cash or credit card or whatever. So this would be a pouch that they could carry with them on the go because it is chic and it's going to go with everything and it's going to have safety. Plus, you're getting two for $5. Even if it didn't do any of that and it were just a cute little pouch to carry your cards, wouldn't it be worth two for $5? Because I mean, look how cute these are. Even if they didn't do all that just for fashion, because these are like 250 a piece. Isn't this worth 250 even if it didn't do all that cool stuff? But can you really put a price on safety? All right. Well, if there's no interest, we will move these aside. All right. Next, how about some socks? How about some socks? These are going to be $2 for choice. Oh,
Woohoo!
wait.
Socks.
No. No. You didn't stop me. Okay. So the Faraday pouch was bid on by Squirrel. Let's go ahead and just do a direct sale since we were already on to socks. Can we do that pretty please? Just directly sell it to Squirrel? since I talked about it for 20 minutes?
Sold, 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 sold.
Okay, thank you, Kitty. All right, now for $2, let me show you what I have. Anybody out there like cats? This one says, I love kittens.
Oh, how cute.
And your little heel fits right here. And the front also says, I love kittens. So both front and back. I love that part. All right, let me show you the other types. Okay, we've got this one with the softer colors. We have
Meow.
this one with the grays. Now, if you're not into stripes, this one has polka dots.
Oh, those are so cute.
Thank you, thank you. And here's another one with polka dots. There are no duplicates. So if you like it, then you need to bid. If you like it, then you should have put a bid on it. If you like it, then you should have put a bid on it. Oh, oh, oh,
Yes, they're
oh, oh,
$2.
oh, oh. All right, so who's going to start us out with the $2 bid? Because you might miss out on your favorites since there's no duplicates.
Oh my goodness. I'll have to put $2 in.
Okay.
Socks, socks, socks. Never have too many socks.
That's true.
You would think I had a million feet.
Well, maybe you're just a great hostess and you share with other people when they come over and you're binge watching a show or a movie. Oh, are you cold? Would you like some socks? Would you like a little throw? Would you like a hot chocolate? I know you are just the hostess with the mostest, and that I can just see you offering socks to somebody.
Yes, I do.
I know my
Okay.
crew.
Two. Okay, somebody needs to. Oh, never mind. It was handled. Thank you, squirrel. Um, I'm gonna put in at
So,
250.
Kitty, do you want to? Okay, thank you, thank you.
For some reason, I'm not able to do my on put anything into my chat,
Maybe that's why we don't keep losing you.
and I don't want to mess with
Because
it
it
too
seems
much
like
because I don't want to end up having to go out
Nancy will
again.
get your bid in for you.
Thank you, Nancy.
So sweet. All right. Looking for 275. I almost started these at 3 because I thought the bidding's going to just go, go, go. But I thought, no, I always start socks too, even though these are super cute. And I'm sure I'll still start these because the other non cat socks are going to start at 2 as well. All right. Squirrel is out.
Alrighty. What is just has Squirrel told us her real name?
She prefers to keep that private, just like I checked with
Okay,
Heather to see if
that's
she wanted
fine.
to be
I'm
called
just trying to
Kentucky or
think.
Heather. I did
So
check with
Nancy,
Squirrel, and Squirrel said, just call me Squirrel.
oh no, that's okay. Did Nancy come in at 250? Because
It
it
says Kitty is
says,
empty.
It says squirrels in for two. Okay, let's see this. Okay, I'm sorry. It
Okay,
just,
look at your.
I don't mean to.
See, I put it on the screen. Kitty
Yes. Okay.
250. See right. Okay,
Yes, I'm fine. I'm sorry.
so we're counting it down to you. It's okay. That just shows everybody how invested you are in this. And just like we were when Squirrel chose some decor that had squirrel, I don't think any of us are surprised that Kitty bid on an item with Kitty. So there is no surprise. Oh wait, Squirrel is confused. What are you confused about, sweetheart? We'll be glad to explain it, won't we, Kitty?
Okay. Nancy was typing for me and said Kitty's in for 250, anyone for 275. And Squirrel, did you want to come up to 275?
It's not too late, Squirrel, if you want to put in another bid. On my channel, if you say out, you can always come back in. It's just like saying, oh no, I don't want seconds of this delicious food. Well, maybe I'll take just a spoonful. You can always come back in, right, Kitty? Outs are not binding. The only thing that's binding is the invoice, which does have to be paid. But outs, you can always come back in. Oh, she says, I'm okay. I think Nancy was typing for Kitty. I'm good. Thank you so much for being so understanding. Squirrel is always so sweet as pie. I so appreciate that about her. All right, so we are sold to Kitty. Which one or ones? Are you making it a clean sweep? Are you going to let some of these cutie pies get away?
I'm going to let Squirrel go first, if she's interested.
Even though you didn't win, Kitty is going to let you pick first rather than you have to wait and see what she picks and be a backup bidder. So that is such a great kindness. So, Squirrel, even though you didn't win the bid, you still get to pick first because of Kitty's kindness. Kindness wins in this regard. Okay, Squirrel, what would you like to pick? I tell you, some of these fantastic kindnesses I think only happen at my auction, and I just love it. What? I'll take the first kitty. You are
I
so sweet, kitty. Which
won't.
one do you think is the first kitty?
I won't
Do you
take. I
think the
won't
first
take
kitty
any
is
of
the
her
white one, or do you
boxes.
think the first kitty is the red one? Which do you think is the first one?
I think it's the one with the red toes. Is that
Okay.
right?
All right.
Squirrel, is that right? The
Oh, I
red
should hold
toes?
it here for a second. Is this right? It's so sweet that she wants the ones with the non-matching ears. And I don't think that's a printing mistake. I think that's an artistic choice.
um, let's see. White face, red
White
heart
face.
shape.
Okay. So it must be this one that's closest to me. This one.
White face.
The white kitty. And it nose with the pink. And the polka dots.
That's got to be it. I don't see any of the others with white faces.
Okay. And
With
the pink
pink
inside the
inside the
ears.
ears.
Yeah, that's this one. Okay.
Yep,
We got it the second time, kitty. You can't always pick right the
that's it.
first time. So, okay. All right, so back to Kitty. Kitty, can I interest you in some, one, any, all of the ones left?
Yes. I'll take the rest that's left on the table, please.
Okay, so 4 pairs sold to Kitty. All right, fantastic. Now we know why she wanted Squirrel to pick first because she was going to take the rest. All right, but fear not, that's not the end of the cats. That's just the end of those cats. I have this delicate little cat with its paw enchanté. This one is called a Siamese, and I don't know why there's a fish. Um, I don't know. Maybe Kitty knows 'cause she speaks cat.
Siamese, if you please, and Siamese, if you don't, please.
So that's the first choice. Here is the next choice. Two paws up. And I have
Aw,
some
it's
great.
a
It's like stop in the name of cuteness. Okay, I stop. Paws up. This one's called
that's
a
a Scottish
Scottish Fold.
fold.
I love on the back it tells you what the name of the cats are. Oh, and she says, "So darling." Now I realize not everybody likes cats, so here is. Well, maybe this is a cat. What animal do you
That's a
think this
kitty
is?
cat.
Now
Yep,
you can't quite see it as comfortably just because of the fold. Look, there's little eyebrows. I think the little eyebrows just make it darling. All right, so here's that choice. And this one is very similar, except this one has a smile, still has the eyebrows, and the stripes are thinner. So here are these choices. Looking for $2 still. All the socks tonight, $2.
I'll put a. I'll start at two, please.
Okay, thank you, thank you. Appreciate you kicking it off.
Do we have any other interest at 225?
And even though
225.
it may be hot now, the cold weather is coming.
Meow meow meow. Gotta keep your pig. Gotta keep your piggies
Meow, meow,
warm
meow, meow,
with
meow,
some
meow, meow,
kitties.
meow, 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 meow. All right, Squirrel is in for 225. So we go back to Miss Kitty. Are you going up to 250?
Not this time. I'm gonna be out.
Okay, thank you, thank you. All right, anybody
Remember to
else
keep
for 250 or is Squirrel going to get it for
squirrel.
225?
Squirrel. Remember to
Oh,
keep
good
your
night, I
piggies
see.
warm with kitties.
I'm so glad you could be here.
Good night. I see you. Love you.
Yes,
Hope
love
you
you.
have a nice evening.
We got to get her feeling better. But y'all make sure and check the Discord when she sets up when we'll have our first Discord sale for our Discord members. And if you're not already a member of the Discord, the link in the description and maybe somebody can copy and paste it.
Oh, thank you, squirrel.
She's a great co host, not a great internet provider, but a great co host.
Yeah. No, no, no.
All right, did we count this down? We got to talking. I feel like my getting to talking interferes with the countdown and selling stuff.
I don't think that's just your
So,
fault.
so where are we, Kitty? Did we sell this off? Do we get to picking? Because I got more socks to show y'all.
Going once, going twice.
Coming up, I've got some pretty and pink socks. I've got Elvis socks, and I've got Halloween socks. So if you like socks,
Fair
stay
warning.
tuned. But we're going to have to take a little break in socks because it's the top of the hour.
Uh-oh. Sold to Squirrel for 225. Which ones and how
Okay.
many? Ah,
All right. She's going with Siamese. Great choice.
we are Siamese, if you please.
We are Siamese, even if you don't please.
Aw,
Sorry. Can we just go
Scottish
into
Fold
this?
doesn't get it.
Okay.
Doesn't get it this time. Maybe next time someone will adopt the poor lonely little Scottish Fold.
You know what the really sad part is? Scottish Fold has a triple.
There's
Because every
a
time I
whole
have
litter
sold
of them.
these, the Scottish Fold for some reason never sells. Because I bought several packages
Aw,
of these, and certain ones sell first each time, and certain ones sell second. And I've had 3 different times I've reordered these cute cat socks. And if anybody wants me to reorder the cute cat socks, I can. It only takes me about 2 weeks to get them in. But the Scottish Fold does the Scottish Folds. And I think they're so cute with their pristine pink little paws and their little green eyes. But clearly they are frowning because nobody loves them enough to adopt them. If they were British Fold or Irish Fold, would y'all like them better than the Scottish Fold? The Scottish pride staring down into your eyes. Is that scaring you? This is the only one I had multiples, and it's just because these socks were so cute. I've reordered them a few times because they sell each time. Except the Scottish Fold one doesn't sell every time, and I'm not just going to throw out a sock because it doesn't sell. So I just keep
no.
stacking them.
Well,
That's
Squirrel
the only
says
one I have.
we must have talked her into it because Squirrel will take a Scottish Fold too.
Okay. Wait, you said 1 or 2? I'm confused. One? Did you say 1 or 2?
She's
I
going to
misheard.
take one Scottish Fold also.
One. Okay. Thank you. Thank you. All right. Anybody want to adopt the other 2? Or they go into the cat orphanage? I'm sorry, the cat sock for next time, Bio. Oh.
They have to go back to the cat house.
All right.
Just don't put them in the litter box.
Well, you want to see what's funny? Is this is the container that I keep socks in. So I'm not sure what a litter box looks like, but it's kind of a big bucket type thing, which I'm
And
guessing that's kind of
it's icky. It's icky.
well. This is
Oh,
not icky. This is a pretty
Nancy
color,
says,
and it
no, I
holds a
meant
lot
a
of
litter box is
things.
icky. That's not icky. A
Oh,
litter box is icky.
okay.
And
All right.
Nancy says that she will take them.
Both pairs or just one?
Both pairs or the whole tub.
Oh, no, I haven't shown the rest. Let's not. I'm excited for the rest
I'm just
after the take it
I'm
away
just teasing you,
from us. And
Nancy. I know. She'll
going
take
back
the.
to more talk. Okay. Okay, so the question was one or both. One or both. Are you going to leave an orphan or are you going to take the twinsies so they can keep each other company?
One or both,
I tell
sweetheart.
you, I was teasing Kitty the other day that when we get together, we're such a Lucy and Ethel.
Yeah, goofy. Yeah, she'll take both of them.
Okay, thank you, thank you.
Sold, sold, sold.
All right, now for the $1 round, I have showed you some plants in boxes, but I recently found some seeds in these big packets. Now, these are not those tiny little packets. Here's my hand, and here's the packet. These are big, huge packets, and these packets cover over 100 square feet. 100 square feet. So the first one is called the Wild Flower Blend, and it's specifically for hummingbirds. The next option is also a wildflower blend, but this one is to attract birds and butterflies. So remember, these are $1 starting bid for choice. Next, and I think this would be great for indoor growing, micro greens.
Yeah, especially since you don't want to eat any from the store lately.
Well, this is the best way to keep them safe and be able to raise them. I love to have that kind of thing just in my kitchen window. All right, I also have this wildflower blend for a shade area because shade requires a whole different type of plant. All right, looking for just one.
Oh, I'll put him for $1, please.
Okay, thank you, thank you. Oh, squirrel beat you. Do you want to be $1.25?
Yes, please. Do you want to know a secret? What I like to do with them? I don't use them at my
I
house.
do want to know a secret. I love your secrets. Secrets are so fun. So tell me your secrets.
I in you know how there's like where there's no buildings or anything and there's just a big lot of weeds. I go in and I
Mm-hmm.
scatter them in the vacant lot of weed of just weeds and watch them grow up as they go as what survives from when they sprout. They go, where do those flowers
So
come
when you're
from?
tired of driving by the abandoned lot, you accidentally on purpose fix it so that when you're driving by in the future, you can look at pretty flowers as you're driving by, or you get stopped at the stoplight. That is just genius. I love that. Kitty's
Or
making the world a
sometimes
prettier place.
only one plant will live and it'll come out, in a really odd place that people go by and go, oh, how does that happen?
It was Kitty. It was Kitty. I love that idea.
Doesn't hurt anything, doesn't harm. So, yeah.
Exactly.
Oh,
Oh, Wendy's all upset. If y'all don't know, Wendy is Kitty's little doggy. We'll have to get her to post a picture of Wendy on the Discord so y'all can see what little Wendy looks like.
I need to mute for a minute.
Yes, you do. Okay. Thanks. All right, we are going once. We're going twice. Fair warning. If y'all haven't seen the seeds that I had in the boxes, which were different types, you can see it in previous videos, or just put it in the chat and I can send you a link and a timestamp to see them. Okay, we are sold to Kitty. But since Kitty is muted, we may let Squirrel pick first until she comes back. I do have multiples of these, so it should be okay. Let's see which one or ones Squirrel wants, and then Kitty will tell us when she gets back. She may have to sit there and hold sweet little Wendy so that Wendy's not scared. Somebody may have just come to the door or something. Kitty does have chickens, so I don't know if there was like a chicken coming close to the house. Okay, Kitty has private messaged me to let everyone pick, so we'll let Squirrel pick first, and then we'll open it to chat, and when Kitty turns, she'll let us know. Do something else, she'll message me. We'll see if she's able to come back. So Squirrel, let's see what we can get for you and what quantities. And then we'll socks. Because y'all know Kitty doesn't want to miss socks. Kitty's a lady who loves her socks. Still to come, we've got some necklaces. We've got some pendants, chains, some coloring books, an organizational item. I have a charger. I'm always taking requests. Okay, Squirrel is going to take the butterfly and hummingbird. Did you need some multiples? Oh, well, they are 14 grams. That shows you how big they are. Oh, and also the wildflower. Okay. All right. So these three, or did you need some multiples? All right. Here's these three going to Squirrel. Thank you. Thank you. We put those together in a little stack so they stay together. If you need multiples, let me know. I do have multiples. All right. We'll open this up to the chat. Anybody else want to get in on this? And if we're still on this when she comes back, we'll see what she wants. Otherwise, I'll check with her via Discord. Says that's it. She's done. Thank you. Thank you. I always appreciate when y'all end your order. It helps us ever so much. All right. I think Kitty took off the mute sign. Kitty, are you there? Are you there?
I am. I'm back here. I'm back. Pick me two. I don't care what. As a surprise. The flowers.
Okay. All right. I'm giving you a hummingbird and a bird and butterfly. That's what I choose for you.
That's wonderful.
Okay. Anybody else? Last call. These would make a sweet little gift to give somebody you know that is a gardener. You just put a little bow around these pretty packages. Or you could even, cluster up a couple few and put a bow around it. All right, last call. All right, back to socks. Well, now you'll probably know it's a starting bid of two. Let me show you what I have next. Let me show you some that are pretty in pink. Look how darling these are, but also, I'm not sure if y'all can tell, these are raised. These are not just a thin little cheap printed design. Let me see if I can show you. This has a pattern that is raised. So if you like to be able to feel the pattern, these are excellent. All right, so this is the first one, and these are all one and dones. This is the second one. These are so dainty and delicate, and yet so incredibly detailed.
Those are so cute.
And here's the third one. And last but not least, I know it's the wrong season to show the fuzzy socks, but these have such a pretty pattern on them. It's like the chain pattern of a sweater. So they are gray with a little white part at the top. You make all the socks go the same direction. So $2 for choice. Any interest for those?
Put $2 in, please.
Thank you, thank you.
Anyone else for 225? I have some like those gray ones, and those gray ones are so soft and cozy. They are just
Yes, yes, yes.
absolutely wonderful for those jammy days when you're just hanging out. Not that I would ever do that, but those days that you're just kind of hanging out and it's kind of chilly or rainy, or maybe you just don't feel quite up to snuff. So those are just really comfy. When the kids were little, we had
Yep, I
jammy
have to
days.
confess, these started out as a 5 pack, and just like the Scottish fold, all of the other colors were chosen except for the gray. You may have even chosen some of
Oh,
those colors that day. Um,
I'm sure
I
I
just had
did.
the gray one.
Oh, that's
I
so
think you
funny.
got pink, if I recall, like a light blank.
Oh, I'm sure. But
That sounds like
when
you,
the kids
honey.
were little, we used to have jammy day, and they could stain her jammies all day long, but at the end of at the end of the night, they had to put a pair of clean jammies on to go to bed.
Oh, okay.
It was just the rule. And they still do that now
All
as
right.
as adults.
We are sold to a kitty. So you go in pretty in
Woohoo!
pink or you go in the gray match to the ones you already love?
No, I'm gonna go with the two in the middle.
The two in the middle. Okay, there we go. All right.
Thank you very
Anybody
much.
else for the remaining ones? Thank you. Last call on these. And these will be available on the replay. If you're watching the replay, just put gray cable knit or pink with orange flowers. All right, last call on these. Okay, next, how do you turn a frown upside down? These socks come with this cute little mascot, but his frown. Hopefully, if you adopt him, you can turn his frown upside down. He comes in a choice of beige or taupe. Oh, Squirrel is going to take the other two. Yay. Okay, these two go into Squirrel. Thank you, thank you. All right, so here's our next $2 round. We've got the Frowny Bear. Or if some of you have been saying, you keep having these short socks, don't you have any of those long socks? I've got long socks by Villager. And I believe that Villager is oh, it is. Look, if you could see kind of under the tag, it's a division of Liz Claiborne. So here is one of the longer socks. And it is a socks for size 9 to 11. Sorry for our small feet. These are 9 to 11. All right. And some of you may be saying, well, what about the guys, Belle? What about the guys? These are egg socks, but its future is so bright, it had to wear shades. And you'll see these are a men's crew sock. All right, so we've got a ladies' crew sock by Villager Liz Claiborne, and we have a men's crew sock, and we have the little Frowny McFrownerson who really just wants to be loved and adopted. So who's in for $2 on this round?
Looking for a starting bid of $2. Some people say
And
never
after
find anything
this,
for the guys.
and
Some people
after
say
this,
never
we're going
find
to do some
anything for
Halloween.
the guys on this station. Well, there you go.
Oh,
There's something for the guys right there.
yeah. Well, we had guy
Never
deodorant
too,
earlier,
yeah,
and we had some
never
guy
too early.
razors. You're
It's
right.
never
It's
too
never
early to start with stocking stuffers. No pun intended. Every pun intended.
uh, stuffing socks as stocking stuffers. I love that. Lily! Kitty, welcome, Lily, to the chat. I'm so glad you're
Hi,
here.
hi, Lily.
Lily, 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 Lily. I'm sorry, don't get me started. We're so glad Ashley Lee's here. Okay, anybody for $2 for choice of socks, lady socks, or men's socks? All right, well, last call. If not, we'll go to some Halloween socks. Anybody like Halloween socks?
Oh, yes.
But be warned, the Halloween socks are one and done. There are no multiples of the Halloween socks. $2 starting bid for choice. All right. Black with a white Casper. Dum dum dum. That's the first one. If you have arachnophobia, look away. Look away. Look away, Dixieland. All right. We've got, Charlotte, who's working on her web. Oops. All right. Next, we have a smiling pumpkin. Smiling pumpkin.
Aw.
Next, we have these bats flying around. They must have thought back that bat signal. I guess Commissioner couldn't, put over Gotham, so they're trying to make it. And last but not
have bats in
least,
the
for some
belfry.
reason, oh, that's true. For some reason, instead of dressing up the snowman, they decided to dress up a pumpkin. So one of each, $2 for choice.
In my granddaughter's school, they don't have Halloween parties, but they do have a harvest party. So
Nice.
your grandchildren or your children could wear these socks and still have a secret little Halloween party in their own shoes.
Well, God made bats, and God made spiders, and God allowed pumpkins to grow. So we do have some good choices here still. Now, the Casper, that's just pure written fiction. But, when you are in school, I still had to read Mary Shelley's Frankenstein. I had to read Bram Stoker's Dracula. I had to read Agatha Christie's 10 Little Indians. I read plenty of scary Halloween kind of stories. The Headless Horseman, what's the real name of that? The the one from New England with the Headless Horseman.
Mary Shelley and Percy B. Shelley are my very, very not too distant relatives.
Really?
Right along my grandmother's line, yes.
That's
Or my
so
grandfather's, I'm
interesting.
sorry. Shelley was his line. Yep.
Well, I don't see anybody in for 2. Last call on these Halloween socks then. These are
Maybe as
women's
Halloween
sizes. I
gets
think I forgot
closer.
to say that one. Maybe so. Maybe so. All right. But a lot of people like to start wearing them in October, so that means you want to get them in September because it takes a couple of weeks to ship to y'all.
I
All
used
right,
to try to
next.
wear my all my stuff at certain times of years. Now, if I can reach it and they both relatively match, I put them on anyways.
Okay. Oh, boy, Kitty pushes me sometimes with my no judgment policy. Okay, I'm teaching. All right. I have some 2-packs of socks. So for a 2-pack of socks, it's going to be $4. These are Elvis Presley socks. So who loves Elvis? And this one also says Elvis. So that's one choice. The I Love Elvis for $4, Nancy. Or the other 2 Ventura, and take a look at Ace Ventura, pretty good likeness. And this one says Ace Ventura as well. All right, looking for $4. Both are one and done, no duplicates. Anybody for 4? All right, we're going to pass on these then. All right, let's look at some coloring books. Let's see if any adults like to color. These are not the regular size coloring books. No, no, no. These are the double wide coloring books. So the first one is called Flowers. And the second one is called Animal. So they are twice as wide this way. Probably should have brought a regular one to show you by comparison, but I didn't think about doing that until right now. Oops. These are going to be $5 for choice. So a choice of flowers or animals. Let's see if I can get the camera back so you can see the whole thing. Anybody for $5? Oh wait, Nancy hasn't put it in yet. You know, it's not just kids that color anymore. There's a lot of adults that enjoy looking for $5. Oh no, did we lose Kitty? All right, well, last call. If y'all aren't into coloring, that's okay. I think she accidentally lost connection. I tell you what, I'm going to add a third choice for these. So instead of just picking between the flower coloring book and the animal coloring book, I'm going to add another choice. I don't know why my camera is so... I feel like it's not straight. Okay, Kitty's back. So the third choice that I have a holder. If you're a person that likes organization, this is a great holder for your magazines and coloring books and your printer paper and scrapbook paper and all of that. It is 4 wide. This one happens to be black, so it's going to look like this one. And look how flat and easy it is to mail to you. But yet it's going to give you so much organization. So I'm going to add that as a choice as well. So now you can choose between flowers, animals, or the organizational holder.
And those are very, very sturdy when they're put up. I was really surprised at the quality of them. $5 starting bid. Anyone? I'm sorry, excuse me. $5.
And it'll still be available on the replay. I think each coloring book and of the organizational systems, which have 4 in it. Okay, next item. I don't sell a lot of name brand stuff, but here is one fabulous name brand item. It is Laura Ashley.
Ooh.
And look at this beautiful dark rich forest green color that just sets off these beautiful white flowers with some gray leaves. It is beautiful. I'm going to start this at $4. Look at the inside. It is pristine. My mother received this as a gift and never used it. She kept saying, "Oh, it's too nice. It's too nice. I don't want to get it dirty with money. I don't want to get it dirty with makeup. It's too nice." I'm like, "Mother, what are you saving it for? What are you eventually going to put in it that it's too nice for right now?" And of course, when she passed, bless her heart, she had so much stuff that was new with tag, either that she got herself or she received as gifts over the years, that she was just saving for a special occasion or didn't want to use on a regular basis. So this is absolutely one of those items. So we're looking for $4 for fancy Laura Ashley. Pretty on both sides. Anybody for 4? I tell you what, I don't know if I've done a price drop yet tonight. Let's price drop this to 3. And Kitty, if you'd read the private chat, please.
Oh, sure.
Nancy, let's price drop this down to 3. $3 for name brand. You would think $3 would be the price of something generic. So those people who are still who have hung on this long, I always like to reward those viewers that have watched so long with the very best prices as it gets later. All right, Nancy, pretty please. Any interest? I want to everybody that tomorrow we have our Sunday snack sale, and it's going to start at 3 p.m. Central Standard Time. And if you've never been to our snack sale, it is not only a food sale, but we have towels and serving trays and spoons and cups and tumblers and coasters. Oh my! But because tomorrow is my 800th broadcast, we have something special planned. And not only do we have something special planned, But our King Ballerino is also going to be having a giveaway for Bell Bucks at the beginning of the show. So you may have some extra money to spend if you are the lucky winner.
Woohoo! That sounds like a good time.
Want to Yes. And Kitty is back co-hosting tomorrow. I want to thank Nancy for running the chat today and Kitty for co-hosting Saturday, Sunday, and Monday. She's doing the whole trifecta of auctions, and we are ever so glad about that. And we will see you tomorrow. Laissez le bon temps rouler. Let the good times roll in your feet, roll in your heart, roll in your soul. Roll on.
Oh,